One. And we are live. This live stream is the best. That comes up when you know that I've got the chat linked in. It's all good to go. So I will make that one disappear. Bloop, gone. Good afternoon, everybody. This is the Losers Club. We will give everyone a few seconds for the doodahs to go out.
Wait for everybody to come in.
Yeah, for the notifications, because there probably will be a little bit of a delay because, you know, that is the YouTube. Oh gosh, that one, there we go. Right, so I've clicked all the doodahs, clicked all the things. If you're coming in, let us know where you are coming in from. Let us know how you're doing, how your week's been, all of that malarkey. If you are brand new here, please do us the honourable favour of subscribing to our channel. We are on the march towards 3,000 subscribers, which is awesome. Now, when we hit, I keep looking in the wrong place, there you are. When we hit 2,500 subscribers, we did say we've got a giveaway. We're still doing it. It's just that life has lifed since we hit that milestone. So
so I am basically, we're here today. I'm here today. I'm not tomorrow.
No, you're away tomorrow.
Till probably just after the weekend, possibly before I'm back. So So we should be doing it possibly next week when I'm back.
On the Wednesday. We should be back to a slightly more regular time scale on the Wednesday. But I'll be in on Sunday as usual at 3 p.m. And once things settle back down again here, we will be doing the giveaway, announcing what's in it. There's probably going to be 3 bundles and how you can win and how you can enter and all of that. We haven't forgotten. It's something that is quite important to us, isn't it? Because it took us quite a while to put this together. And it's something that we want to crack on with, basically, because before we know it, the way we're going, we will be inching towards 3,000, which is absolutely bonkers. So thank you from the bottom of our hearts for everyone coming in and joining the channel.
I know there's a lot going on at the minute here, like they say, just because of family stuff and all of that.
Well, not only that, that's not the only reason. I had a bleed in my eye and I had surgery and couldn't see for many weeks. So
you got your cystoscopy. That's my brain. My brain doesn't.
Cystoscopy.
I said that's just my brain just can't get once.
Yeah, I've got that tomorrow. Check up to see if the bladder cancers come back or not.
So that was delayed because of me going down south, and then they moved it a week, so that's in the morning.
Yeah, that's tomorrow morning. So that will get that out of the way and done with, and whatever that says, we'll deal with that separately.
And then master cooking all my prepping things for the next so many days while I'm away. Some of it I can cook when I'm there.
Yeah.
But some bits will be done tonight, later on. And then it's just get ready tomorrow, pack car, and then off until I'm back.
Yeah,
like I say,
exactly.
Probably 4 or 5 days, and I'll be back, and then
and then it will settle into a routine then, won't it, of every other weekend or every other week popping down.
Every other, like I say, every 2 to 3 weeks will be down to make sure everything's good. And like I say, all being well, we're hoping that because there was someone that used to help care for Mum, like I say, who lives very local, she would come in, I think, nearly every day, and do stuff for Mum and Dad. So it's possible that while my sister's working as well, and she's busy obviously during the week, and I'm normally here, so in Leeds. So I think that they're going to put in place that she'll be going in and helping out Dad with whatever else he needs doing on the Monday to Thursday or so.
Yeah.
Which is the most important bit, where my sister's obviously goes to, works long hours on those 4 days.
Just started a new job in the city, so for her, she's got a bit of
she's out for long hours
traveling
on those 4 days. So it's kind of like peace of mind as well that Dad's getting, someone's checking on Dad, making sure he's all good and everything, and then, like I say, just doing any bits and jobs and pieces that might need doing during those parts of the week. And like I say, it might just be like Mondays, and whenever I go down during the week, I don't know yet. We'll have to wait and see what happens. But
it's all up in the air. So we will process and deal with all of that as and when. As always, we are planning, like you've got 4 days or 5 days worth of meals planned for when you're down.
They're coming back and making kebab.
We will do, yes. There's no choosy tonight because, again,
all I
we
wanted
still
was
haven't
kebab.
got to the kebab. I know, right? Just think of how lovely it will be when it will be a doodah.
A doodah.
When
yes,
it will
yes,
be...
yeah, doodah. Kebab doodah.
You have to excuse me. I mean, what words can I use on YouTube? I'm in a shed load of pain at the moment with my back.
Earlier wanted to crash a couple of times.
Yeah, I think I am.
Your brain was like overloaded, like
I think
probably overloaded. Is it? Would it overload?
Yeah, I think my brain is overloaded, and I think with all with everything happening with you and your stress,
and your body goes, you know what? I'm just going to switch off for a bit.
Yeah, with the way my brain is, especially with some of the bladder changes I've noticed, my brain's putting 2 and 2 together and making
making it
27
more stressed,
about tomorrow. So that's an issue. I've also got a couple of weird things happening with my eye again. So there's
was it the fruit fly thing again?
Yeah, it's like there's some fruit fly, but also I'll go through bits where it gets very, very cloudy, and then we'll clear again. So I've got, so yeah, there's a lot happening.
I was like, but it's not fruit fly season yet.
No, I know,
You've got to wait a bit longer for that.
I know, right? But the sum total of all of that is that basically there's a lot of stress. in our life right now. We're dealing with it. You are quite. You don't really let it.
No, I think it's coming out in my, but it's coming out in my body. I think, because like I say,
coming out in your body is coming out as well. It's seeping out.
Not what you all think, because I wish if it was that easy.
Not pooping. No, it's not in his pooping. No, but you are a little bit. Yeah. I can tell you're extremely stressed, even though you're trying to focus
on what I need to do and in which order I need to do these things.
Yeah,
to make sure I get them all done, and that's it. Yeah, I have to work do it in the right order, otherwise it's like no.
And sometimes your neurospaciness and my neurospaciness are not the same neurospaciness.
Yeah, completely different.
And sometimes the overlap really works, and sometimes the overlap clashes. And at the moment with the added stress, there's a little bit of misalignment there at times, isn't there? But
it's all fine.
We also both know, we know ourselves well enough to know.
Yeah, that's it.
I go, he's not, the thing he just said that you reacted to is your reaction, Lisa. It isn't what he said. No. It was you reacting. So shut the F up and don't respond. No. And you're probably going,
but we did.
Oh my God, she's so annoying.
This morning, clear a load of bits out the car.
We did.
From when I was like previous down at Dad's. And
that all went to the charity shop.
All the stuff went to St Gemma's today.
Well, not all of it, but most of it went.
A lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And like I say, like could be like bum wash clothes, and like some of it hadn't hardly been worn or anything. So hopefully they appreciate it and make.
Well, the thing is, even if it's we were saying, even if it's a thing, and they sell it for £1.50.
Oh yeah,
it's there's what was it 4 bags, bin bag size bags worth. Yeah. There's easily 150 quid's worth there at £1.50 an item. Do you know what I mean?
That's it.
So and it was all anything that was stained.
There was only like two or three items that went in the bin. All the rest of it was really good.
And it was all clean. And it was all, smelt good, looked good, no stainage. Yeah, did you see? I know we're off topic. We will get on to Slimming World and weight loss
stuff anyway.
Did you see the thing recently about the charity shops were saying it cost them thousands every week or every month, to get rid of donations because they are literally
people just use
biohazard, biohazard covered in feces, covered in menstrual stuff, items from perhaps teenage boys that are covered in other bits, stuff that is torn, stuff that is literally looks like it's been dragged through a hedge backwards.
You just put it in your bin.
You would think so, but no, people seem to think, charity shop will sell that. I'm not being funny, but we go to a lot of charity shops, especially at the moment because we're downsizing so much in our clothes. I have fallen for M&S.
Yeah, we did shopping in there today.
we did a proper fruit veg shop because we were like, it'll last for a long time.
It was a whole bag of shopping.
Mm-hmm.
Believe that. Sometimes we just normally go and get a couple of packs of apples and that in there, but not today.
No, and we were in a charity shop yesterday when we went to pick up the fruit and veg box that you bought, and I was going through. They had clothes in there as well, and I was going through, going no. Oh, M&S, is that my? Oh,
I wanted. I've looked everywhere, like saying, not been able to get. Is it like because it's Easter, people like to get baking apples and cover them in chocolate, maybe? Because I've not been able to find...
Is that a thing?
I don't know, but I've not been able to find any baking apples anywhere until we go to M&S.
I know toffee apples.
Nowhere else has been... Well, they do put chocolate.
Is that a thing?
Probably not on a Bramley apple or baking apple, though, is it? But yeah, they put...
For Easter. Hey, kids,
yes.
would you like this
Chocolate.
giant Cadbury Smartie egg or a Bramley apple dipped in options?
Might be nice.
It sounds bloody horrible, and I like apple and options.
Yeah.
Maybe not together. Although, I tell you what would be nice, that winter spice one where it's got the cinnamon, that made up into like a chocolatey sauce over not a baked apple but over a regular apple might be really lovely. Might be lovely. Anyway, we also managed to sort out the £101 of blueberries.
Oh yeah.
The people in the checkout, the people in the...
He was in fits of laughter.
Yeah, he went, who did that? Let me have a look. Oh, that's funny. And then the manager came over and went, oh, I'm so sorry about this. And we were like, no, it's fine. Accidents happen.
So, well, we got a load of reduced meat, did we? So it was like just before the day or so before they were shutting for
one
Sunday.
day.
Yeah. So I think it was on Friday.
It was Saturday.
Was it?
It was Saturday. You weren't here on Friday. It was Saturday.
Was it? Where was I?
No, you were here Friday. I can't remember.
No, we went. It was Friday evening, because the next day, anything.
It was Saturday because the shop was shut.
Oh yeah.
Sunday.
Oh, it was Saturday. So anything that either had Sunday date or Monday date on it, I think mostly they were just getting rid of.
Yeah.
Like, it was just they were just clearing it all out.
I've got a freezer full.
So it was like 50% off meats and stuff. So, but yeah, we thought it was expensive. Like.
But you just went, oh, well, we did get a lot of meat. And I was like, I'm sure we didn't get that much meat.
It was in total, it would have been, for the meat, it would have been like...
We worked it out, it would have been 80
quid.
£90.
We saved.
But it would have been, with the discount, there was £35 of savings.
Yeah.
So it should have been about a £55, £60 maximum spend. And it turned into 149. Anyhow, we got it sorted. We got it sorted, and then the
It's not like when you're going to Lego, though, is it? When you go to Lego shop and they give you loads of free things, they don't do that. They don't do it in Lidl's.
No, but they did mess up again on mine. Don't forget, they did scan items so it does happen. But you say that when we got to the self-scan checkout today, and it was all of them messed up. There were 4 checkouts, all going wrong way.
They were all
wrong
red
way,
flashing,
wrong way,
weren't they?
wrong way.
Yeah.
So no matter scanning tin of beans, it was going, why is there 4 canoes in the bagging area? Please take them out, check the weight. And the poor guy was like, I've had enough of this. I can't cope with this. So I was like, look, let me just, I'll scan. He said, oh, I'll just scan it all 3 for you. I went, no. Go and deal with them. I'll scan. I used to work retail. You can come and check out at the end if you want.
Left the screen on
the manager code.
On the
I was like, look, it's fine.
Well, it's the only
come
way
and check it
was
in a minute.
stopping it flashing.
Yeah.
It was just,
But anyway, I then came home and realised he didn't charge us for the dog's pork steak. At one point he went, do you know what, just have all of it. And I was like, no, I know you're stressed. Look, go and deal with them. I'll scan all of this through. You can come and check it afterwards. And he was like, okay, all right, thank you. And I was like, I've done your job. I know what it's like.
Dogs have got pork shoulder.
Yeah, they have pork. It's in the air fryer now. Anyway, right, that was 15 minutes or waffle.
I know, right? What a day.
I know, right? Anyway, let's get into Slimming World and weight loss and well-being in general. Jane Thompson says, hi all. Karen CCS 67 says hi. Dormouse, good afternoon, my darling. I still need to email you. I will do it after this. Hi, Lisa and Rufus and all who joined. Grumpy just off to band practice. Why do I read it up there? I should read it there where it's in white on black, not grey. He says, hello all. Hello to Grumpy. What band are you in? Is it a rock band? Is it a metal band? Can I come and chameleon?
A drummer, maybe.
It could be. What, like Animal from the Muppets?
Yeah.
Could we come and watch you perform? And can I come and headbang or get in a mosh pit. That's really cool. Thank you. Janice,
I don't think that'd be very good for your health, would it?
it'll be fine.
Head banging
I
people.
can't get any more wobbly. And it's the rule of the, well, it used to be the rule of the mosh pit. These days with young people, I
But
don't know.
go run into the middle of a circle where everyone's standing round and nearly knock yourself out. Because I can
that's
see
the
you
point.
doing that.
That is the exact point. But if you go down in a mosh,
Then they just stamp on you.
no,
It's all right.
no. That's the exact opposite. In a pit, if you are in the middle of a pit and you go down, the pit stops and they pick you up. It's the number one golden rule, because the point is you're getting your aggression and all of that out in your dancing and you're expressing everything, but nobody should leave a mosh pit hurt. It's all in fun. When they're pushing and shoving, it's all in jest. Nobody should leave there, apart from a couple of light bruises, you shouldn't leave there battered.
But what
So
about if
you
two
go
people
down,
decide to run in right at the same time and knock each other out?
then it's part of the pit. That's part of the pit. That's just...
You just end up as being part of the floor then.
No, if they knock themselves out and they go down, then everyone else stops and they go and pick those two up, make sure they're okay. The pits stop. When somebody falls, the pit stops. It's an immediate, it's a golden rule.
And then the people
Used to
stop,
be.
yeah.
Used to be the golden rule of moshing. Seriously. I know it looks, from the outside, it looks super aggressive and super like people are having a brawl and a fight. It isn't at all. It's properly, you are all brothers and sisters at arms, and siblings, I should say, at arms. You're all in that together, and it's an environment where it's an agreed safety rule. It's an agreed thing that this may look really aggressive and we may look like we are out to, twat each other with...
I wonder if anyone ever ends up at hospital after doing
people have done. They have done. People have had accidents and things in mosh pits, and people have run into each other.
Dangerous.
But generally speaking, the rule is if you see someone go down, you stop and you pick them up. If that person is too drunk and goes head over heels and cracks their head open, that's on them. It's not on the mosh. It isn't an excuse to go kick someone, punch someone, and if someone falls, you pick them up. Number one rule of moshing. I know, right? Can you tell I've been to a few pits in my time?
Mosh, mosh.
Shen London says, evening Lisa and Rufus and everyone, good evening to you. Belinda, feels weird saying evening when it's so light outside. Belinda and Eve says, good evening all.
It's green outside.
Dormouse, Rufus, take it easy with the driving up and down the road. Yeah. Up and down that motorway. Ed says, hello all, how are we doing today? Very well, thank you.
3.5 hours.
I know.
I'm not saying that's if the road's clear.
Yeah. Susan Devlin says, hi you two and your pets. Thank you very much, my darling. Oh, there we go. Come on, scroll down. Oh, and then it does this. Where were we? Bear with. There we go. Angela Brown, hi Lisa and Rufus, hope you're all well. Started Simmer World Group last week. Well done for starting. You, my darling, get the clap. Did it play? Should play, yes. Well done for starting. That's awesome.
I think that's the worst part.
Yeah, it's the hardest
bit. But yeah, once you're on the first week and that, I'll go from there, and then it's just getting into the swing of it, and then sort of getting into the habit of just changing what you eat slightly, and then you get used to it.
Yeah, and you say your first way day is Thursday. Everything is going okay. Hope everyone else are okay and doing well. Thank you. Same here. Let us know on Wednesday next week how you go. Susie Brown says, good evening everyone. Melinda Brown, not related, says, hello Lisa, Rufus and everyone. Well, I'm assuming not related. One's in America, one's over here, so they could be like you and your twin.
Yeah.
Dormouse, Grumpy asking Rufus, when you use a vacuum sealer for your fruit, do you chop it all up, including apples, mix it in portions and then seal? How long does it last?
The fruit we put into those containers that have the vacuum seal in the containers. Yeah. So rather than putting it into bags.
Yeah. So do you chop it all up, including the apples, and mix it or not? You don't generally, do you?
No, I tend to chop up the apple. If I'm chopping up apples and stuff, I normally chop it up on the last minute.
Melon, you chop in advance.
All the berries and stuff like that. Melon, if I chop melons up, I just chop them up and put them in a regular container in the fridge because they're fine.
Yeah.
But berries tend to go over quicker than the other fruit items, so they go into like the sealable vac seal tubs, and then I put all those in, vac seal those, and put them in the fridge.
And they go in whole,
Yeah.
And even the strawberries go in whole, don't they? And then they get chopped for the fruit bowls afterwards. Apples you chop on the day when we put them together. Mangoes you can chop in advance and vacuum seal.
If I do melon, that will last, like watermelon, and that will last in the fridge for 3 or 4 days.
Yeah, it will be.
Just chop it into sticks, like into long bits.
Dormouse says that will be a huge relief to you, knowing someone you trust is able to help you.
That's
Dad.
it
Will be. Julie, hello my darling. Julie Cacciatolo. Hello my darling, long time no see. Hello to Rufus and Lisa and everyone watching. Hello my darling. Doodah, says Ed. Yep. Lisa, your t-shirt reminds me of the one in Stranger Things. Strange that.
That's because it is.
That's where it's from.
It's not the original one.
When I got it was
a bit tighter.
It was very tight. I put it on today and I was like, oh, a bit baggy. This year's start really has not been a good one for so many of us. We need to pick a future date this year and have a restart new year, I think. June 1st, June 21st, the longest day. That can be our... No, because then it starts getting wintry.
June 9th.
No, June 12th.
What?
May the 10th. May the 4th. There we are. May the 4th.
Be with you.
May the 4th be with you, as Spock says.
Yes.
In Battlestar Galactica, we know that very, very clearly. Yeah. Oh, you've answered that there. Look, the drive is 3.5 hours.
When I went down,
Jane is here, by the way. Jane Day, the Empress, by the way. Empress just said yes. We bow down in Jenny Flex, Mum.
When I went down and I was helping my dad sort some things out in the kitchen, in the back of one of the kitchen drawers, I found the little, what do you call them? Like little hospital bands that they put on you from when I was a baby.
From when you were born?
A baby, yeah.
And you went, I don't think that would have fit me.
I put it on, I thought, that definitely wouldn't fit around the wrist. What is that so small? And it's because it's only just a little bit bigger than your finger. Putting a band around your finger.
You were a newborn baby.
I know, wasn't it?
It would have been, that would have been round your wrist.
Yeah.
Or possibly your ankle.
Yeah. Yeah. Bonkers.
Depending on, yeah.
And I was born at 6:30 in the evening.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I
know. I thought you might want to know that. Yeah.
Ed's got the same shirt but in black. You can buy them on Amazon. This is from QWERTY, so it's ever so slightly different to the one in Stranger Things. There's also a very cool Lego version that I really want someone to make. And it's basically a Lego-fied version.
How would you be able to wear that? It might break up.
Shut up. Just no. You know what I mean. There is design on a Lego minifigure for the Stranger Things series.
They can make Crocs, you know,
that
like
has a Lego head instead of a devil skull. It's
but you were
cool.
saying about the Crocs and all of that you can make. I thought, how are you going to wear them then?
I don't know. How are you going to wear those then?
I know they might hurt your feet if you walk around in those.
No, they're normal Crocs with studs that you add the Legos on.
Legos on.
Yes. Audrey, hello Lisa, Rufus and everyone. Just wanted to check in. Currently in A&E with husband. Oh my gosh. Having a significant nosebleed since 5:30 a.m.
Yeah.
Waiting to be transferred from the local hospital to the big one.
Good, is it?
Oh my God. I hope you're okay, my darling. I really, really hope you're okay. That
stress.
is... I've only ever had things like that happen, I think once or twice when I was very young, and they had to cauterize my nose.
Yeah.
And they did it with the sulfur matchsticks or whatever it was, the matchsticky type things that you use. It's not a matchstick. It's just a thing. They did that several times, and in the end I had to go into hospital and they had to do something. But I still get the occasional nosebleed. But it used to be that I would, especially hay fever season, I'd sneeze and then my nose, and that would be it. I'd have like literally a whole t-shirt mopping up. It was horrible until they snipped. You just took 30 pairs of Grumpy's trousers to donate as falling off him. Saying nothing. What a difference he looks now. He has the correct size and trousers on. Well,
see for that, or you just get those braces things.
No, what you're saying is, look, what a difference he looks now. He's got the correct size.
That's it. Otherwise, you just look like you look. Sometimes if you wear
he's a bit more handsome.
If you're wearing bigger sizes, though, it's like you still look like you're not that slim as you are.
Well, no, if you're wearing something that's really oversized, then it just doesn't. It doesn't flatter your body.
No.
Whereas you wear something that fits
properly,
it tends to. It doesn't have to be like super skin tight, but if it fits you well, then it enhances your shape. And that's what, when you put your shirt on yesterday, I was like, oh, you're quite So
Got a shirt on.
Quite handsome.
I've got some shirts.
Quite a handsome man, really, aren't you, dear?
Put some shirts on because I've got shirts on.
I was like, yeah, my husband's quite handsome. Quite good looking.
Put shirts on.
I know, just with a shirt on. That was the only difference. I was like, oh.
Yeah, I've got to put some... wear a shirt.
Audrey says the city hospital is 60 miles away. Had a £2 loss on Friday. Oh my God, well done for your loss, but I'm really sorry to hear that. I hope everything goes okay, my darling. So is everyone else. Lidl uses the same suppliers as M&S. Does it?
Do they?
Different grade of food though. You're waiting for the crew to come for him, then to ARI. Oh gosh, acute something. I don't know what ARI is. Grumpy is amazed that everything closed over Easter. He was that. What?
Some overcharge. Oh, on our probably on our.
Yeah. Okay. Ed says, have we all remembered to hit the thumbs up? Lisa, I'm on season 5 where he is coming back. They are all stood looking at the sky. Oh my gosh, Janet.
So the overcharge though was like how we would have had 800 and something packs of blueberries.
Yeah, I know, right? We went. There wasn't that many on the shelf.
No.
An easy one to sort once ENT have looked at it. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. You're eating leftovers from Sunday, lamb and spuds. That sounds good, Ed. Melinda, Friday you left your house without your lunchbox, so your lunch treat for your lunch break. So you were bad and ate a Taco Bell and you regretted it all weekend as your diet has changed so much. Your digestion was suffering. This is it. The minute we start looking after our health, you notice it straight away.
You have something slightly off plan or whatever and your body reacts sometimes, doesn't it, to it?
Yeah, lessons learned. Stick with clean eating. Yep. Exactly. You wish Grumpy was in a rock band. Unfortunately, it's a brass band. You kept suggesting a playlist. Grumpy goes, you try arranging brass band to that stuff. I've heard brass band versions of some of the big Metallica hits. There's some of that on the YouTubes. Oh, it's still the #1 rule in the pit. There you go. You see? Still the #1 rule. You stop, you pick them up.
Oh, I thought you said you stop and you stamp on them.
No!
Oh, no!
You don't stamp on them. You pick them up. Audrey's daughter plays with the Royal Air Force Lossy Mouth Volunteer Band, clarinet and saxophone. That's cool. You take it easy on the road, at least okay, yeah. I hope everything it goes really well with you, my darling. I really, really do. 3 of you with the same name. Oh yeah, because there's Angela Brown as well. Angela, Melinda and Susie Brown. Wow. Annie Pup doesn't allow you to sing. Okay. Dormouse is going to pass the fruit advice on. Right, so then let's talk about Rufus. This past week, was it difficult staying on plan this past week with everything that's happened? Was it a struggle? Did you right, let me ask the question properly. Has the stress with everything happening, me with my eye, your mum being poorly before that, then obviously your mum passing, and now everything else backwards and forwards, have you been tempted to go off plan? Have you been, oh my God, do you know what? I'm so stressed. I just want a Mars bar. I know we don't eat Mars bars, but or whatever. Has there been any hint of that at all?
No, I did. Although I did experience the. Oh, go on. It's just one. I know it's not what you normally eat, but it's only one. So, I insist you must have it. It was like mini sausage roll or whatever, like little cocktail sausage roll type things. And then I kind of it's the first time I've sort of been in, a family member with someone, saying that. And I did end up eating it because I thought, I would just eat the one. And I thought it would have been like between 3 to 5 swips or whatever so I did eat it, but it was part of my swips for that day anyway. I counted it all and everything. But no, I don't think about going and eating things that I shouldn't really be eating. And if I really don't want to have something, it's fine to say no, I don't want it. I don't eat those type of foods anymore. I don't want that. So no, it's not been no, it doesn't really affect me, like with what I'm eating, as long as I know what I'm planning to eat and what the food that we eat now that I've got arranged and sorted out for my dinners and meals and things. I said that I don't look at. I like me baked apples.
I know. Do you think that's because we are lifers now? Because this is this isn't a diet plan for us at all now. This is our weight management program that we're probably going to be on a version of Slimming World forever. Because it's not even an option, is it? It's not even a like we
It's
were
no
in.
good for me. It's like no good eating all the other stuff.
We were in at M&S today, and there was a fat-free Greek-style yogurt which you really like, and there was a toffee flavour one, and I went, "Oh look, I wonder if you can have that." How many swips that was? How many was it?
The baked, is it the baked apple one?
The bigger part.
The big part. So the baked apple one is 1.5 for the whole pot, and the small little
standard yogurt.
I think
size.
Was it like 90-gram pot or something like that of the
like a Muller Light
toffee?
type size.
Toffee. It was 0% fat yogurt was 3.5. And it's a tiny little pot, one of those little small pots.
But it would have been a ton of sugar. And it was just an immediate, oh no, put it back.
But I said that's just one of those things when you go for yogurts that say, you know, you think, oh, there's no fat in this one. Oh, it means you can have it because it says 0% fat.
Yeah.
Usually a lot of them do have like sugar in, like, even like the 0% fat, the big like 50-gram pots of like Onken yogurt. The flavoured like strawberries and other ones, and some of them are like 6 swips or something like that for the whole pot.
Well, quite often it's the same with gluten-free products. When they take the fat out, they add the sugar back in. And it's the same with gluten-free. Quite often they take out the gluten and they have to add in so much sugar because it's unpalatable. But no, I think that is because we are lifers. I think it is one of those things where now it's just not an option.
But the thing is,
how we eat. This is how we choose to eat.
So much choice of food, that things that you can make. You try some recipes, try making certain things, and you do find the things that you really like to eat. And then, like I say, we have a big variety of things that we do have. It's just like some days I'm happy. Like say, for me going away, we bought like 2 great big packs of, like, I think the extra large packs of chicken breasts, and
we did.
I'm gonna do chicken. We've got a couple of packs of bacon. I'm gonna do chicken. Hunter's chicken, and make those up, cook them late tonight, and then they'll go chill down, go in the fridge, and then I'll take some with me. Some are left here for you, and that's probably for a couple of days or so. We'll be having that.
Yeah.
But I'm fine with that. Just have some vegetables on the side of that. A small baked potato. I don't have to think about it. It's sorted.
Yeah, and what we'll be doing is you've got a couple of bits of the beetroot burgers to go down with, salmon to go down with. You'll be going down with at least a bag of spuds to have your jacket potatoes and a bag of carrots.
By the time the evening comes and I have my evening meal, I sort of like about 7 o'clock, 7:30 or so, I will literally let you know, don't I, that I'm doing my dinner or whatever. I'm going to sit down and have my dinner soon, and then I'll send Lisa a picture of like what I'm eating or whatever, so she's knows what I'm having or whatever. And what I decide to have for my dessert or my yogurts or whatever. It's not
because I'm bossy.
No, but it's just
because I will go back to putting them on the Facebook page.
But it's kind of like normally here, well, obviously eating the same place in the same room and everything like that. So now when I'm down there, depending on what I have, like I say, I'll just send a picture anyway. I'm just about to have my dinner now. And send a photo of what I'm having. And but yeah, it's what you do, isn't it?
Absolutely. Oh yes. Right, hang on. I just need to write.
But yeah, I say before, you know, in the past we might have made excuses. Oh, you know, and you hear it in, like when I was going to groups, it's like, oh well, this happened, or I was in this situation, so I went to Greg's, so I passed the bakery bits as I went past to get my coffee or my cup of tea or hot chocolate. So I decided to have because someone else was having one, so I thought I'd best have one as well. It's not, if I don't want to eat it, I won't eat it.
No, but partly it was your dad, and partly it was because it was...
Yeah, that's it. He's trying to look after me, so it's kind of like, you know, because I don't eat during certain parts of the day because I fast, it's, he always worries about things like that, or I haven't eaten during the day, so I'll please have something. But I said to him not to worry, because then I think lots of stress and that going on in life, he then sometimes forgets, and he will ask me a few times sometimes. But like I said to him, he's got so much going on at the minute. I'm not surprised he forgets some things. It's
No.
just a lot, isn't it?
Absolutely. I've just dropped the pen lid,
Have you?
which I need to pick up. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's my shoe. Where is it? Talk amongst yourselves.
But yeah, it's just like a lot of stuff going on. But yeah, if you don't want to eat something, don't feel pressured to, you know, have something that you don't really want to be eating, because at the end of the day, you know, you're looking out for yourself and want the best for your own health. And yeah, if you don't want to be putting like bad things and sugars and all sorts of stuff in your body, then don't.
Don't put it in your trolley. But as
But yeah,
in this instance, you didn't put it in your trolley. Your dad did.
Well,
so that's where. There we go.
he goes across to a social club, literally across the road, and they look after him. So we'll go across and have a drink over the road, and then they have snacks and stuff like that that he's there, and they often, you know, there's even a butcher that goes there, and his missus and whoever, and he will say, you know, what do you want for next week or whatever, and he'll turn up and all like vacuum sealed packs of chicken and all sorts of bits for my dad. So it's like,
you could order some for us.
I know, right? But yeah, they look after him over there.
Yeah. So then, there's no choosy this week.
Not this week.
Before because again, we'll be doing
Next week
the kebab
when I'm back.
Oh, so looking forward to it as well. Kimberly's here. Good afternoon, Kimberly. She says, hang on. Where is it? There we go. Better late than ever. She says, hello, Janet. Hello, all. Hello, twin and twin-in-law. I was in training today for a second job I'm taking with the US Post Office. Only 1 to 2 today, so I'm glad to be home. Julie Cacciatola says, I think you've done really well to stay on plan, Rufus. I've had a family bereavement too, and I've amazingly not relapsed into my former ways. It's a tough time at the moment.
Oh, yeah,
this is it, Julie. Again, sorry for your loss, my darling. It's one of those things where if you can maintain the idea of that isn't food for me, even when it's really, really, really stressy, and just when you look at something, just think that's not what I eat.
I know. Can you imagine looking at it and thinking, "Oh, that's pet food. Oh, I can't eat that."
Yeah, which is how we see it, isn't it? It's how we see it, and not that we give our pets,
you know,
like,
if you look at things that you shouldn't have, and just oh, that's not anything I have on what I eat. You know,
or maybe think of it that it's got an item in it you're allergic to. Oh, I can't have that. I'm allergic to the fat. It will make me obese.
Yep.
I can't have that Mars bar. Yep. I'm allergic to the sugar. It will make me obese.
Yeah.
If you put it in your head like that, you reframe how you view those food types, and it does make being a lifer a little bit easier, because instantly it's like, well, I might want an Easter egg, but I can't have an Easter egg because I know what will happen.
Yeah,
it's effectively it's effectively the same way as if you've got a peanut allergy. You don't go and have a Reese's Pieces bar or whatever it is, do you? You don't go for a Snickers because you can't eat that. You know what's going to happen. And in our case, as people with food issues, rather than it being an allergy, it's a food issue. For me, I know what I'm like. I
don't miss those food either, though.
The only thing I miss, and I was about to say it, and the only thing I miss is coffee cake. It's the one thing I think. Do you know what? On my birthday, no, not walnut, just coffee cake.
Just coffee.
On my birthday, somewhere in Leeds, in one of the villages on the outskirts, there is a gluten-free cafe.
Oh, there is.
We've said for years, haven't we? I can't remember where it is. Well, it doesn't matter. Wherever it is, we'll find it.
Yeah.
And they do a coffee cake, and we've said for years, oh, we'll go on my birthday. We've never done it. Yeah. And this year I'm thinking, do you know what? I would like a small, so maybe a standard piece between the two of us, because I don't want all that sugar. I just would like a nice piece of coffee cake. It's something I think, as a
place
one-off.
that does all gluten-free stuff as well.
So it will be a gluten-free cake that I can have. And I will take my oat milk with me so that I can have my normal, I'll get a black coffee there and have a normal, and it will be a half a slice of that cake, and I'll count it and all of that. But it's just something, it's the only thing that I think, oh, I'll have that. Any other example, everywhere else, whether it's a gluten-free biscuit, gluten-free cake, it's food that, that's not for me.
That's the thing, you can't
effectively,
fault Costa for,
I'm
is
allergic
it,
to
that
it.
they always have your milk in.
Yeah, they've always got oat milk. But yes, that's how we deal with it, Julie. To be honest with you, at times of stress, it's just, well, that's not for us. And
I've not touched a donut since.
no.
Long time now.
Yeah,
Year and
exactly.
a half or so.
Kimberly says, I figure I'll have a lot of downtime between my bus routes, so this is for Sundays only. They contract with Amazon, so you'll be adding Sunday for several hours. That's really good. Dormouse struggles with the whole eating due to medication stress and not being able to do usual prep. Long days, not at home, but when I've managed to eat back on plan, it's a natural way of eating now. It is, isn't it? It really, really is. Oh, I like that. Julie says that Kimberly's really busy at the moment, and Kimberly says, if I stay busy, there's less time to eat rubbish. And more money.
True,
that's very true, that. Yes, very true, that. Good planning. That's good forward planning. You also get the clap. Well done, Kimberly. You are using your time very wisely, delivering goods that people have ordered, so that you're helping people.
You're focusing on the road, and you're not really focusing on food then while you're busy doing stuffs.
Did anybody else go? 7 little girls sitting in the back seat, kissing and hugging with friends. Keep your eyes on the wheel. Keep your eyes on the road. Keep your hands on the wheel, and keep your sticky something on the road ahead. Whatever that song is. Keep your mind on your driving, keep your hands on the wheel, and keep your lazy eye on the road, or whatever that song was. That's where my head went.
Make sure the fruit flies stay away.
Oh, don't. It's not fruit flies, it's my eye holes.
Your eye hole.
There's one, literally, if I look at you now, it's on your nose. It's on your nose. It's down. Now it's on your nose again. Now it's on your nose again. Now it's on your nose again. It's not. There's a little bit of something in my eye. Anyway, Dormouse, that sounds good, and fitting it in with your bus routes, it does. Yes, I agree. Dormouse says, when Kimberly cooks on the vlogs, it always looks so tasty. It absolutely does. You well know pastries are not for you, but you have to own Pastry Gate Day. When I went, I don't care, and munched on Grumpies.
Oh yeah.
The scales kicked your bum. However, that is 117 weeks without one of those days. That's it.
That's it.
It's a one-off. It's fine. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, one day
doesn't matter. It's a one-off experience. A one-off day. In the grand scheme of things, Dormouse, it's completely understandable. It really, 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 really is. Kimberly says you're going to go back to cooking and your videos. I'm really glad about that, my darling. We've missed you. I'm feeling inspired again. And Dormouse says, a long time since I heard that song. Obviously, as well for me, because I've just messed up the words entirely.
Just a little bit.
But that's ADHD brain for you. Right then, topic of the week this week. I've got one this week, and it's potentially I'm going to upset people, right? And I don't mean to upset people.
Are you?
Yes.
What you can say?
Well, you'll find out in a
What
second.
you can say then?
I'm going to say, Jane mentioned in a video. Now, we all know I love Jane Day. She is the Empress. She is her...
We are doing the Jane plan.
We are doing the Jane plan. We are lifers in the way that Jane is a lifer. We absolutely adore her personally and on camera and everything. She's a wonderful human being, genuinely a genuine human being. However, I've got my arms folded, Jane, and I'm leaning back in a very teachery stroke minorly dismissive kind of way, because Jane said something in her video, and it was a reaction to someone else, but it got me thinking, and I said to you when we watched it, that really pisses me off that people keep referring it to that. And you know what it is? It's the idea that Slimming World have a new plan. Alan posted about it a few weeks back and said that Al the Geeky Slimmer, amazing channel, said that he was struggling to get his head around the new plan. Other people online talk about it all the time. And I know Jane was saying it isn't a new plan, but it really isn't a new plan.
It's the same.
Slimming World has not changed. All they've done is give you some more options. In its essence, Slimming World is eat a third of your meal at least with speed food. Fill up on free food until you feel
Satiated.
Saturated, yeah, that's it. Until you feel satiated, until you are full, right? Fill up on free food and make sure you have protein on your plate.
But the third category now is literally items that healthy fats, which basically each of the items that they've put on this list are a certain amount of calories. And so taking away, like say if you have one calcium choice and one fiber choice, and then you decided that day, instead of having like the old fashioned like two calcium choices and then
2 A's and a B.
Yeah, 2 A's and a B, you then can substitute one of those for one on the new category list of the healthy fats. And literally they've just taken them out of the book, put them on a new little category on their own, and gone, you can have any one of these. So you can have like any 3 of these?
Effectively all they've done is introduce a few new items, which are, it's following all the medical advice that fat is healthy. Some fats are healthy, not all fat. I still question lard with Tracy from Edit Me.
But they still would be in the list.
It is on this.
All on your SWIP list. All on
you
the
can
list.
have that if you want to SWIP it. Yeah. But what they've done is gone, avocado is a healthy fat. It does wonderful things for the body. I know you don't like it. It's like me and celery. But if you want to have half an avocado, instead of SWIPing it like you did, this many grams can be used as a healthy extra.
That's it.
That gives you that option to add that in. So for people like Jane, who was having half an avocado and SWIPing it, now you can have half an avocado. But what you then do is you lose your double milk allowance, or your whatever. You've got to make a change there. So it really isn't a whole new plan. The plan is exactly the same. So if you are somebody who thinks, do you know what, I've been on Slimming World since year dot, or like say you've been on for the last 2 years, and now since January with the changes you're really struggling to lose, you're having wobbles and wibbles and you can't get your head around this, one of these, one of those, one of the other, something else, how much fat is, just do 2 A's and a B. If that worked for you, do 2 A's and a B. You don't have to do anything else. If you want to still carry on having your avocado and SWIPing it, do that. If you want to use some olive oil in your cooking, do that. SWIP it, or count it as a healthy extra and just don't have your fibre choice, or don't have your 2 calciums that day. It isn't... So many channels have got really caught up in this idea of this new plan. And I know from online, some of the online groups, people are really struggling with this idea of, oh, well, I've got to eat a healthy fat every day. I've got to eat 2 fibre, or I'm going to... No, if you want 2 A's and a B, have 2 A's and a B as was. 2 calcium choices and a fibre choice.
That song was from 1970 hit song Roadhouse Blues.
What?
That song. Julie said...
No, it isn't. No, it isn't.
I can remember the song, but can't remember what it's called.
It isn't that.
Is it not that one?
No, what I want. Kissing and a hugging with Fred.
Is it?
7 little girls sitting in the back seat, kissing and a hugging with Fred. That's the song. So look for that one. I know it because, believe it or not, Timmy Mallet did a version in the 80s. So yeah, that is why
1961.
There you go. I knew it wasn't that young. I knew it was older. But that is why I think a lot of people really struggle with this.
Yeah.
This tip.
But yes, very good song. I like it.
Okay, I've completely just lost what I was saying.
About the 3 categories. Did not.
I can't remember.
The plan is still
my
the
brain's
same.
just completely jumped rails. Yes. So whatever I was saying, something about losing weight.
So nothing has actually changed though. The plan is still exactly the same.
Yeah, the plan is still the same. Everything in the plan is the same way as it was. It just gives you a little more freedom, a little more choice to make a decision of, instead of swipping a little bit of olive oil, I can use that as a healthy extra. The reality is, for us, do you use 3 healthy extras every day?
No, I still use maybe over one of my calcium choices, and then I have a fibre choice. But for a couple of weeks, we'd had 2 fibre choices off it on a 2 days, I think, or 1 day or something. We'd had two fibre choices instead of, which we don't normally do, but that would be like a baked apple with a little bit of mincemeat in it and something else that we had as part of our meal. But it's like one day we might have had, I don't know, a pizza and done like, I don't know, one day, do you remember? Or a pizza, and then I had a baked apple.
That's an actual fruit fly.
Yeah, and then I had a baked apple with the mincemeat in it. So that day we had 2 fibre choices, but I don't normally have 2 fibre choices. But for that week, it worked okay.
Yeah.
But
this is it.
We don't do it all the time though. It's just...
And I regularly, like today, I've already had my fibre choice worth of prunes because I need that to help me stay regular. And so today I was like, oh, I didn't have my banana this morning, so I should have had something to help kickstart my system. So when I got in from the shops, going and getting weighed and all of that, normally it wasn't because it's weigh day, just because we were in a rush. But instead of doing that, as soon as I got in, I grabbed I think it was 8 of the little prunes that I can have. So I grabbed my 8 prunes. That's my healthy fibre, one of my B choices as used to be. I'll have 1 as milk, and we'll have 1 for the Slimming World wrap today for our pizza. It's that simple. It isn't difficult. And I think a lot of people really struggle with this. We can now have all of this stuff. Well, listen, if you want 3 lots of cereal and swip a bit of milk, you can do that. Reality is, you're probably not going to lose weight.
Well, so what about, like, say, for example, you didn't have any bread in, but you wanted to make a pizza, so you can, use from one of your fibre choice, you can use flour. So you could just weigh your flour out, make your own flatbread type pizza base, and do a pizza.
It just gives you a little more wiggle room. It means that, yes, you've got a little bit more thinking to do, because you might go, oh, I can now have olive oil on plan, so I really fancy a bit of an olive oil drizzle on my salad, a bit of an olive oil dressing. So if I have that as my healthy fat, I've already had my milk and cereal this morning. So I've had my A and a B as was, and now I've got a C. That's what they should have done. But anyway, now I've got healthy fats as well. So that's my 3 healthy extras. But I want another coffee. Oh, do I count my olive oil as my swips, or do I count my milk for my 2 or 3 coffees I'm going to have for the rest of the day as my swips? That's all it is. It isn't a huge change. And so I think a lot of the Slimming World specific community are really getting up in their heads about this idea of it being a whole new plan. It really isn't.
And the only thing I would say to people is at times, even when we was at group, that I'd heard people had gone, oh, well, now I can have whichever 3 choices of these, 3 sections. You can have whichever ones, any 3 of them from there. I would say people that have said that they'd had, oh, I've had a whole week, and because I can have 2 fibre choices if I really want to, I'm going to have 2. And I've had 2 for the last 7 days, and actually I put weight on.
I had toast in the morning, I had a sandwich. Or I've had cereal and toast for breakfast every day. Why have I gained 4 pounds all of a sudden? Oh, I don't know. Because that isn't working for you.
No.
That isn't working for you.
I'd say it might work for some people, but from what I've seen that other people have tried it didn't really go in their favour.
No. And it might just be that every day 2 B choices and an A choice is too much. Which is why it was never offered to us before. It was always 2 A's and a B. The only thing, in my mind, what they should have done is to absolutely say, have one calcium a
They
day,
do recommend
one
that you
fibre
do
a
need
day,
that, don't they? So
and then you've got your third one is a free one, so you can have that as a fat, a fibre, or a calcium, whichever you want.
Yeah.
That would have made so much more sense, and it would have stopped people going. It's really, 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 really simple. Jane sent a message saying, if you read most of the things that are in the healthy fat category, apart from the oils, the avocado and peanut butter, all the other things used to be a fibre choice anyway. They were, it was like your seeds and your nuts.
That's why before it all came into play, I was kind of like, well, if we've only normally had, you know, the two calcium choices and a fibre choice, why would I start having two fibre choices every day? Otherwise, they would have had that in place a long time ago if that was the case.
And I think it's just a lot of people, with any change, people get really scared. I'm ADHD and neurodivergent as hell. I hate change. However, unless I'm the one instigating it, then I change things all the time. A bit like Adam. But I think it's one of those things where if something has worked for you, keep doing it. But if you want to have a healthy fat choice added in and not swip it, you can do. And a lot of us, I choose my healthy fats as my fish oils. We love fish. We will have, normally on a weekly basis, we'll have fish at least once, and I'll have at least one, maybe two tins of mackerel in tomato sauce, so it's free on plan. But I'll have that to make sure I've got those fish oils in. Obviously, if you're vegan, you can't have that. I'm looking at maybe changing it around a little bit. I've got some chia seeds, I've got some other bits and bobs that I might play with. I have had avocado, but the last time I got an avocado, I forgot it was in the fridge and didn't eat it. It went all squishy and horrible, so we had to throw it away. It'd been in the fridge for weeks.
It was in the like fruit and veg drawer in the bottom of the fridge, and it was kind of like, for you, out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah, it stopped existing.
I forgot.
There's sauerkraut in the fridge that I'd completely forgotten was in there. Luckily, it didn't go off, because luckily sauerkraut is already fermented, so it's not going to go off. But that had been in there for a long time. But anyway, there you go. That is my hot take. And it is literally, the plan isn't that different, right? Try it. Try having two fibre choices every day. If that's what you want to do, give it a try. If the data comes back that you have gained and that's the only change, then maybe two fibre choices every day isn't for you. But on a day, if you are on a random Thursday and you think, oh, I've had my toast this morning, but you know what? That Weetabix cake Rufus keeps talking about sounds really nice. If I use 2 Weetabix and make 4 little cakes, I could have 2 of those. That would put me over by half. That will, could I have 1 milk and 1.5 fibre choices? I don't want anything else, but could I have that? Oh, I don't know. Just have it, try it, see what you think.
Yeah.
But please remember, because
I'll say we did the day we did use one of the Slimming World wraps, and we did a pizza. We did the Sloppy Joe pizza, and then we had a baked apple after. So obviously there's lots of fibre in the apple. I said so, but I probably, for me, I wouldn't have 2 lots of fibre, as in the way of
not normal,
bread, or
not 2 lots
like
of
that,
bread,
breads and stuff.
And again, I often have 2 fibres, not every day, but I'll often have 2 fibres because one of them is prunes.
Yeah.
And that is designed for me to do what it's designed to do, if that makes sense. But sometimes, what I was going to say, that's what I was going to say. Now again, this isn't calling out this channel in particular, but I've forgotten her name. 100 pounds and counting. In her most recent video, she did say again that you can mix your half a fibre and half a calcium and just count that as one.
No, you can't.
Please be careful doing that. Slimming World don't say to do that. There was a whole mix and match gate. They are very, very firm that that is not an option.
It's a bit like if you got up and you went, you know what, I don't want, a whole fibre choice straight away, so I'm going to have 1 Weetabix. I'm going to put a little bit of fruit in the bowl and a little bit of my yoghurt. I'm going to have that for breakfast. And then later on, I might have 1 slice of toast with, a bit of your healthy fat on it or whatever. And, have that later on as a snack or whatever.
Yeah, or one...
That's okay.
Or 1 piece of toast with... in a boiled egg,
or
as
that,
soldiers in a boiled egg, you know, in a runny egg, dippy egg.
There you are,
That's the word I was
you could
looking
do
for, dippy egg.
Yeah.
And that's perfectly fine because you've had one Weetabix, that's half a fibre.
But still the same category.
Same category.
So yeah, that's okay.
So yeah, so that is just a little reminder, because again, a lot of people are still really confused over it.
People think you can mix and match the things, and you can't. You can't have half of a calcium choice and half of a fibre choice, and then just go, that's one now.
Yeah, because if you could do that, what's to stop me then saying, right, I'm going to have a quarter of a healthy fibre choice, which will be 2 prunes. I've tried it, and 2 is enough every day to keep me regular. So if I have 2 prunes, that's a quarter of that. Then if I have a little tiny amount of my 90% less cheese, then that can be a quarter of my calcium choice, and then I'll have 1 Weetabix, which is my
But I do think people can get confused with it, because at the time where the new books came out,
it was confusing.
It didn't state that information in the book. So
Page 31.
So people may decide to look at it and then not realise that that's a thing.
Yeah.
It wasn't kind of please don't mix your healthy extras. It doesn't say. It just says only you can have, you know, half of 2 fibre choices in that day if you want to split it up.
I shall quote directly from...
It doesn't say that you can mix and match.
The infamous page 31. Yeah. Bearing in mind that we haven't gone to a group in, what, 8 weeks now?
No.
So, and I can still tell you, page 31, mix it up. If you'd love to build in more variety by choosing half a portion of one healthy extra and half a portion of another, then go for it. Carefully weighed or measured as always.
And that could well be where she got it from. Yeah.
And it could be that her consultant hasn't had it come down from on a high, that you need to make this.
And it
really
was
clear.
only that when we was at group, or was it, did you call head office or someone did?
We phoned head office
to find out if that was the case, or because it's not clear enough.
No, because there was some confusion on some of the videos. I think Luke called it out. I think Jay might even have called it out. So there was a bit of confusion over that. So I was like, do you know what? I asked the consultant, and she was like, oh. So I just rang head office and went, can I ask you something? And then she said, oh, no one's ever asked that before. No one's asked me that. Oh, I'll have a look. And I was like, really? No one's asked. Anyway, that's the topic of the day. Let us know, do you think it's a whole new plan? Are you struggling with this concept? I think a lot of people, a lot of the YouTubers, we thought it was going to be a big thing. It's no real difference. It's no change. Do what you've done. If 2 A's and a B have worked for you for this long, stick to 2 A's and a B. Sorry, 2 calciums and a fibre, not 2 A's and a B. But
I said I still most days I still do exactly the same. Just occasionally I'll have, like I say, if we've had a wrap, I'll do a baked apple as well that day. But mostly it's just two A's and
But what we don't tend to do is go, we're gonna have pizza and carrot cake, Weetabix cake. No, that doesn't tend to happen. That option, we tend to go with the apple. Yeah, I know it sounds ridiculous, but it's the grain fibre seems to be what the issue is. If people mix the grain fibre, 2 of those, that seems to be where the issue comes in. I know for me, I've had a wrap as a pizza and some prunes on the same day, and you've had it with baked apple. We both have. Yeah. And come in with bosses. It's not been an issue for us. Yeah. But again, that's just our experience of it. Your results may differ. Your house is at risk if you don't keep up repayments on your home. Car loans are variable APR per all of that. Do you know what I mean? Do it at your own risk is basically what I'm saying. Right then, let's have a quick look at the chat. We're going to be weighing in very soon, everybody. So get ready for weigh-in. Let's have a look. Dormouse, for yourself, you've never had 2 calcium, so using it now as either a second fibre or a portion of nuts is helping you in total eat more, which is what you need to do to lose weight. Yes, absolutely. That's a really good point. Yeah. Ethelred, Roadhouse Blues is 1970. Thought it was 68. No idea. It was the wrong song anyway. Belinda, you use a B choice every day and maybe 1 A depending how you feel. Yeah. That's really good. I have to have an A choice, at least 1 A choice every day for my coffee. I just, there's no way. I just no way. I'm trying to get used to black coffee, but there's just no way. Julia Cacciotolo. Dormouse, I bought a packet of walnuts to use in addition to a feta and olive Greek salad. Oh, that sounds nice. However, I was advised that they are calorie dense, so I'm literally chopping 3 into quarters at a time. Yep.
They are. Yeah.
That's useful. If you can do it like that, that's a useful
They are
way.
quite high on the calories,
Yeah,
aren't
they are calorie dense, but again, it is
Yeah.
part of a healthy extra oils, healthy extra fats.
Yeah.
Dormouse, I still only have 2 of extra choices depending on my mood or what I fancy that day. Yeah, a lot of people do that. Janet says they've just extended the choice, so you can have, so it's up to each person. You stay on your original plan. Absolutely, that makes sense. Anne-Marie Pollitt says hello. Hello, Anne-Marie. I hope you're well, my darling.
I said we've known people though to just be like on an older plan from before and still doing okay. So
yep. Juice. Oh, Julie, you balance calories against the health benefits nuts bring, especially Brazil nuts. You struggle in a day to eat enough. So, though you never calorie count, the calories in nuts don't concern you. No, that's very, 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 very true. And to be honest with you, Dormouse, I think...
Is it like 25 grams, I think, of like a lot of the nuts on the healthy fats or whatever.
Yeah, and I think I know for me, prunes, if Slimming World said, oh, you need to swip prunes now, then I'd go... Okay, if it's 1 swip each or whatever, I will have 5 prunes.
That's not bad if
and I will swip
each.
Or 6, you know, for 6 swips or something, I would swip those quite happily. Yeah. Because it is about 1 swip each. If you think of a fibre choice as a...
And the M&S ones, you said, are very good.
Yeah, but if you think of a fibre choice as normally about 7.5 swips, then 8 of mine, I think the M&S ones is 6, but... double check.
And you've got the ones you got for free yesterday.
Yes, from Lidl, because they were part of the ticket voucher thing.
From Lee.
But
from Lidl is.
Yes, dear. If a healthy extra is normally 7 to 7.5 swips, and I can have 8 of the prunes from Lidl, that means roughly each one is 1 swip. So I could always go, do you know what? I'll have 1 fibre choice, 1 healthy A, and swip my prunes. Yeah. 5 prunes for 5 swips. It's about that. Yeah. So do you know what I mean? It's always an option. Janet says getting their knickers in a twist. A lot of people have done, but it is very confusing. It is very, very confusing. On a side note, you've had 4 different Slimming World people pop their flyers through your door this week about groups. In 5 years, you've never had 1 flyer. I wonder if it's due to lots of people leaving. I don't know. We haven't been in so long. I couldn't tell you what the numbers are like. If any of you watching this, if you go to a regular face-to-face in-person Slimming World group, let us know. What are the numbers doing? Obviously, this time of year, the numbers tend to die off a little bit. This is that weird time, isn't it? In between the new year, new me, new body rush and the beach ready body rush, because sort of Easter is the time when people go, oh, I just eat all the Easter eggs, so I won't go to Slimming World, we'll come off it, I'll go back in a couple of months, and then they come back in the end of April, May time, because they're like, oh my God, I've got 2 months till my holiday, I need to lose weight to get in my bikini. And that's just the blokes. I know, right? Dormouse, drink alert, a Walter has been made, that's good. You recommend 1 swip Cars melts, awesome with cheese allowance for a lunch with fruit. You've checked 3 flavours and all are 1 swip, but always double check as things change. I don't know what a Cars melt is. It sounds interesting.
A biscuit? Is it some type of is it a cracker?
Yeah, I don't know. Janet says you weigh tomorrow. Anne-Marie weighs on Saturday, so no quizzes, thank you. Okay, my darling, we won't do any quizzes, but what we will do is get everyone ready for weighing in. Are we able? Are you ready? If you aren't, then it is time to jump on those scales and weigh in. Okay, so then Rufus, who went first today?
You did.
Oh, I went first today. Oh, I wasn't prepared for that. I thought you did. My brain is not functioning today at all. I think I need more coffee. More coffee. That's the answer. Coffee. Yes. So then, last week I came in with... What did I come in with last week? Was it £1? I think so. Let me check my book. I know, right? I'm all 6s and 7s. Last week I came in with £1 off. Yep. Yeah. So I was 16 stone 10. down in total 7 stone 1.5, and 17 away from my initial target with Slimming World. And today I weighed in at, hang on, let me get the things ready. Are you ready with the clap in case I've lost you? If there's no spoilers. Today I weighed in at 16 stone 9. I lost a pound this week.
Wow.
So I am again happy with that. I did have that £3 gain a couple of weeks back.
Yeah.
I lost £3 a week before. So overall, we're doing okay. I would have preferred more. Obviously, I would have done. But you know what? Actually, that's fine. A pound off is absolutely fine. So it means I am now 7 stone 2.5 pounds down in total. I haven't got a pen here, have I? I've got a pen attached. There we go. I've got my pen. I've got it. So 7 stone 2.5 pounds down. I am now 16 away from target, my interim target, and it means that I obviously won't now hit this for my birthday, which I was hoping for, but I'm happy with that. It's going in the right direction, and as I say, if I lose a pound to £1.5 a week, then I am okay with that. I'm okay that it's slowing down a little bit, because to be honest with you, hang on, there we go. I just wrote that wrong, so I have to put me 2 in like that. Because to be honest with you, I think if I lose it much quicker, the loose skin I've got now will get worse. It's going to get worse anyway, but if I can slow it down to a pound or £1.5 a week and not aim for the big losses, then it will be better for my mental health. And also, we are looking at starting gym and doing some more physical movement type stuff soon. So that is something we're very aware of. Yeah. So yes, what was today's date? Oh yes, the 7th. So that is my first weigh in April. Forgot what month we were in. Sorry everyone. I am experiencing a lot of brain fartiness. But once a month, on the first weigh in of the month, we do the body fat analysis, and I don't know if it's good or bad, but my body fat analysis now is 34.3 apparently. It was, the last time I did it was a month ago, and it was 34.4. So I've gone down by 1/10 of a percentage point. And in fact, from when we started getting weighed in, there we are, look, when we started getting weighed in, my body fat percentage was 37.4.
Yeah.
And today my body fat percentage is 34.3. So I've gone down 3% body fat I've lost. That's really cool. I like those numbers. I like that. Yeah. Because that's not a great deal of weight I've lost. I've lost what? 6 and then 6 and 5. I lost 11 pounds since we started since the 27th of January. So 11 pounds, not even a stone. Yeah. But I've lost 3% body fat. So that's useful. There we go. I like those numbers. So then everybody, let's check on how everybody has done. Let me whack that onto there. Let's see how you've all done in that there chat. I'm just putting my paperwork back in my book. Sorry, there we go. Right. Can't possibly do it afterwards. Got to do it while I'm here. Let's have a look then. Oh, Dormal says it's a cracker, perfect for cheese, but delightful on their own as a savoury hit. Oh, that sounds good. Cars crackers. Oh, I do. Is that like the water crackers, are they called?
A little bit. You get them in the same section, I think.
You weren't able to make the live last week, but you lost 1.5 pounds, and this week you maintained, Belinda, sorry. Well done to you, my darling. That is awesome. 1.5 pounds. It is a good loss. That's really good. Susie Brown, you go to a large group, a huge group, and it doesn't seem to get smaller. Well done for you. That is awesome. Belinda, you have 2 groups on a Saturday and they are still very busy. That's cool. Good to hear. I often use all 3 before I swapped avocado or peanut butter, but often you only had 1A. There you go. Yeah. You see, that's working for you, Joe Lum. I hope that works. A loss of 2.5 this week. My brain misread that, Joe. I read that as a loss of 21.5 pounds. I was like, that can't be right. £2.50 this week.
Wow,
Well
that's
done
good.
to you. Are you not doing the
That's
things?
good, isn't it?
Yeah, you get the clap, my darling. We'll give you the big clap. You
Yeah,
got the clap from
21
Rufus.
and a half is a lot.
You had a tooth. Oh, hang on. You had a tooth out, so been living on smoothies and soup.
Oh,
You're prepared for a gain on Saturday
Not so
as you're
good.
back on solid food. Oh my gosh.
that must have been...
Terrible. Must be terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Having to deal with that. That's not the way that you want to lose any weight, is it
no,
really?
it's not.
Not at all. Right, there we go. Just move that across slightly. Hang on. There we go. I'm just moving that on screen so you can see the clap a little bit better. It's not being covered up quite as much. There we go. Right then. Dormouse, you had a £5 gain. Biggest gain in 117 due to the meds and pastry gate.
Yeah.
No clap, a Rufus kick up the bum, deserved and accepted. Do we have a kick up the bum? I don't have a kick up the bum sound, do I? Hang on, have I got a... No, I haven't. I tell you what, we'll give you this. Wow. That just said wow.
But, like I say, the antibiotics and all that stuff, I say, can do a...
Steroids, yeah.
Yeah, so all the pills. So, like I say, I'm sure it's not just about a pastry or whatever. I think, like I say, it's just all... I mean, what I did.
Yeah.
Was mine 5 in like 2 weeks or something, wasn't it?
I don't know, you've got your book.
No, I'm saying when I had a gain, I said I think it was like £5 in like 2 weeks or something.
Something
I think
like that,
I did, yeah.
Rachel Beresford, good evening to you, my darling. You put £2. No, you lost £2. Okay, well done to you. That's awesome. Well done, Rachel. That's really good. Well done to you. £2 is a lot. We've got a £2 thing over there. £2 is a lot of weight to lose. It really is. £2 of fat. Yeah, it really, really is. Anne-Marie, you put £5 on last Saturday. Right. How do you feel about that, Anne-Marie? Was it expected? Were you anticipating it? Have you been poorly like Dormouse was? Or was it that it was a random fluctuation like I get sometimes, completely on plan, and there's just a random gain that tends to come back off within the next few weeks?
Or you've been drinking Bovril every day like I was,
like you did,
drinking
and
the Bovril.
had too much salt.
And I lost £4 in one day.
Yeah. Or
of just water.
Or is it something, as I say, that you were expecting because it was a birthday, a party, an anniversary, or Easter eggs with your kids, or whatever?
As long as if you know where it's from, I said, then that's fine. I said, because, next week you can probably take most of that back off.
Yeah. This is 100% what I was talking about. Yeah. Susie Brown says, I was 100% on plan this week and put £1 on. Don't know why, but hopefully show a loss next week. And this is where, my darling, it's really important to not lose focus the first time that happens. Yeah. Because our bodies do not know what a 7-day calendar is, for a start. Our bodies do not understand that every day, every week on this day at this time we weigh in. Our bodies are just... Your body doesn't know whether it's bloody January, March, the first week, the last week, because our bodies aren't time sensitive. They might know about, is it spring or summer or winter or summer, because of the seasonal changes. But we don't know. Our bodies are not tuned to know.
We don't often know. We don't even know what we ate last, 3-4 days ago. Then, like I say, unless I'm writing it all down, which I do now.
But your body doesn't know that it's supposed to get rid of all the water, get rid of all the waste, get rid of everything, and burn all the fat by Monday at 6 p.m, because that's when you weigh in. Yeah. Right? So it could be you've been 100% on plan, but your body's just going la la la, la 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 la. Oh, shall we get that fire going and start burning this fat?
I said even me as well. So I say, if I eat too many eggs or make things with too many eggs in during the week, that will bung me up, and then I don't.
Then you have a gain.
Often I have a slight gain. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. So again, don't worry about it. If you do this for the next 2 or 3 weeks and you show a gain every one of those weeks coming, then there is an issue. Then the data is something you can look at and go, right, what has changed? Is it that you've been eating the same food, but maybe a blank tin of something has changed recipe,
or been having 2 fibres every day,
or have you gone for 2 fibres? Have you changed something, or could something you're buying in have changed? Because quite often companies will swap out one ingredient for another. The product will taste pretty much the same, but it will be a lower quality to make more profit and therefore have higher fat or higher sugar or higher whatever. That can be something where, without even knowing, you're doing the exact same thing, following the plan 100%.
But occasionally, like I say, even like,
and they've done the change.
Even they take the healthy extras off of the list and things like that, so they can make a few changes. But if you don't keep an eye on some of those things, you might be, like I say, eating something that is no longer on the healthy extra list.
Absolutely, absolutely. So double check. But at this point, 1 week doesn't matter. Again, you might have had too much salt on your too much salt on your dinner one day, and that's caused your body to retain for an extra day. It could be anything.
Well, I said if it's no, you know, if it's, for me, I don't find it any different. Sort of like if I write down what I'm having before I eat it, and you just get into a habit of just keeping a little book with, you know, what you're eting, what size pot of yogurt that I've had, you know, every day, so I can just monitor what I'm doing. And that way, if you ever have that happen again, you can look back and go, oh well, these days I had, you know, 2 days, 3 days I had 2 fibre choices, maybe I won't do that. And just, you know, you make a few changes here and there, and, you know, see how you go. And when you get good progress, you can go, oh, that's what I did that week. And just kind of, you know, if then you find something that actually works for you in that way, then you just carry on. Carry on and keep doing it.
As I say, 1 week is not enough data to have that confirmed.
But yeah, I would always, like I say, if it's not a difficult thing to do, just write down what you're having before you have it, because I can't remember what I had 2 days, 3 days ago, food wise.
Exactly. Just to say as well, by the way, Dormal says, Anne-Marie, you've got company with that number. It will go again. It will do, my darling. If worst comes to the worst, it's just one of those things that you can, it might delay you a little bit in getting to your target. So be it. If it's a couple of weeks, that's all.
But sometimes, like I say, you can be 100% on plan and still have the scale go up a tiny bit.
Or like I've done, where mine's fluctuated. 1 week I lost £9, and the next week I think I gained 6. So, and I was eating on plan both weeks. So, do you know, just a message from Jane talking about the new plan gate and the healthy extras confusion. She says she has an email from head office, Slimming World head office, which states really clearly that you cannot cross over on healthy extras. You have to stay within the same category. Absolutely. 100%. So yeah, that is, again, Jane's confirming that. We had that from them.
Like I say, 100%. Maybe when new people come on to sort of Slimming World and they give the new books out, they may put little stickers over the bit saying that you cannot, or do a leaflet to go in all of the books and group or whatever to say people can't mix them.
Anne-Marie's given us a bit more information. You went to Blackpool and had fish and chips. Well, I mean, there you go. Probably, was there maybe an ice cream or something else, or was it just the fish and chips? Did you have a cup of coffee that wasn't your regular milk, any of that?
The thing is, though, it's you're still, you know, even if you're on plan and you have the odd one thing off now and again, as long as you know what you're doing, and, you know, you're allowed to live, you're allowed to, you know, have the odd thing off, you know, but as long as you know what you're doing and that it wasn't for any other reason, then that's all good.
Exactly. And at the end of the day, we always say, don't wait to draw that line, reset immediately. So you have your fish and chips out at Blackpool, a lovely day out. Hopefully you had a really good day, really enjoyed yourself, had some, whether the weather was good or crap, Blackpool's always fun. Maybe you went and spent, I don't know, £8 of 10p's in the amusement thing on the 10p push thing. I always like doing that. Or the 2p one, even better. Maybe you had a Kiss Me Quick hat and a suggestively shaped lolly or whatever. If you had fun in Blackpool, right, that's what counts. You made some memories, you had a good time, that would have relieved some stress, and you had a lovely bit of fish and chips. If you gained £5 because of it, do you know what? Big deal. Effectively, whether it's a day or whether it's a weekend or whether it's a 2-week holiday, you had a break. Well done. Fish and chips ain't that big a deal. £5 although it's not ideal, in the grand scheme of things, in 3 years' time, when you're at Target or whenever you get there, if you want to get there, are you going to forget? Are you going to remember that you had a £5 gain that week? Or are you going to remember, oh, I had so much fun in Blackpool.
That's it, yeah.
The weather was crap, but we had so much fun. We went there and we did this and I got this, and that's what you'll remember. You won't remember what the scale said a few days afterwards. So, you know, memories are good.
I'm not being funny though. I've tried making fish and chips kind of on some of the Slimming World ones, and
they're not good.
They're not. The fish, like I say, chips are okay, but it's just the coatings for the fish and things when you try and do it yourself isn't great. But
no, the egg one that was supposed to be crunchy.
Like I say,
was
you
just
could
like
you could make
scrambled
your
egg.
like I say you could use your fibre of choice and make your own batter and make it at home even
You could
as
do,
well.
yeah.
But
Oh, that'll be an option. Anyway, Kimberly says steroids, they have their good sides, but they do sabotage our weight loss. Exactly. Anne-Marie says there is some Dormouse says, Anne-Marie, there is something unique in the taste of fish and chips beside the sea.
yeah.
Unlike Lisa and Rufus, that is something that would still tempt me even after this long.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it wouldn't tempt me. Listen, if we ever go to Whitby, I won't have the chips, and I won't have a lot of the batter, but I will have fish and I won't have the chips, but I will have a portion of fish sat on Whitby seafront. Absolutely. I might not eat all the batter, but trust me, I'll be eating some of it. I'll be trying my best to work it out and swip it, but I will be having a piece of fish if we ever go, because their fish is absolutely lovely. And to my mind, that's what I'm on a healthy eating plan for, so that I can maintain my weight, get it to a healthy point, and it will allow myself. And again, with Slimming World, I will look at what the swips are in the book and work out how much batter I had and all of that, and try and work it out as close as I can. And I will reset immediately afterwards, because I don't have cotton candy floss. I don't have any of those other things that are there. I probably won't have chips because I don't like it. But there is one particular restaurant I'm thinking of in Whitby where they've got an actual sit-down restaurant that do jacket potatoes. So I could always have a piece of fish with jacket potato and mushy peas in the restaurant. That to me sounds ideal. So trust me, you're not alone, Dormouse. Properly sitting by the seaside with a fresh caught piece of fish. Nice. Amazing. That would absolutely tempt us. Your numbers went up, Kimberly, and we had a good few people join with a 12 free week referrals from the GP. Oh, that's good. Yeah, it would be interesting to see if the price increases drop the numbers. Our group had a discussion about changes this week. That's cool. Let's have a look. If they use the app, it won't let you mix and match your healthy extras. No, it won't. Anne-Marie, no, it wasn't an ice cream, it was beer. There you go then. £5 with 4 days in Blackpool. You had beer and your fish and chips. That's nothing. Well done you. That's great. Hope you enjoyed it. I bet you did. Beer, 4 days away, I know. Seafront, fish and chips. I bet you had a whale of a time. So yeah, take your £5, accept it, back on the plan.
That's it.
That'll come off in no time. Trust me. That is a deserved £5. That's absolutely grand. Hope you enjoyed yourself. Right then, Rufus, you haven't weighed in yet.
I have not weighed in yet.
Mr. King of the £3, the last 25 weeks, losing £3 a week or whatever it is. And so before we go into what you've gained, lost or maintained this week, just remind everybody about how much you've lost in total up to today when we weighed in.
10 stone, £3.
10 stone, £3. So much weight he's lost that we went to somewhere yesterday, somewhere with a guy that runs an organisation that we used to know, we used to volunteer with, and he barely recognised you, and he is actually now heavier than Rufus, which is quite funny.
He's only a little bit taller than me, but still, he was like
2 or 3 inches taller than you.
It's like he said, was it like I probably hold my weight quite well? I said, for what? Like I said, because obviously I look a lot smaller than him. He's only a little bit heavier than me. But
yeah, and you said how much you weigh, and he went, you can't weigh that.
No, I look smaller.
There's no way you weigh that much.
Yeah.
And he was like, I do.
Yeah.
I get weighed every week at Slimming World.
Yeah.
And he was absolutely amazed at how much weight you'd lost. And also, huge non-scale victories this week for you in terms of getting into much smaller clothing,
Oh
like
yeah.
medium. One of your tops was a
Oh yeah.
medium.
Yeah. Yeah.
Never in a month of Sundays did you think
And
you'd
I've
be at
got a
that point.
medium in Adidas shorts now as well. And yeah, I've got a couple of shirts that I say for choice for this week to wear.
And we met somebody else who started his weight loss journey at 34 stone. He's still 24 stone.
Yeah.
And from his biggest, and you from your biggest, what have you lost now? You've lost.
I was is it 14 stone?
Yeah, 14 stone something.
14 stone, 13 pound.
Yeah, so nearly 15 stone Rufus has lost since his biggest. So it's absolutely bonkers. Which again, when, as you said, people often look at you now and don't realise that's your weight loss journey, do they?
That's it.
So then you weighed in after me. You got on the scales. What were you expecting beforehand?
Some days, like I say, with what I've been eating, I'd had this. I think what I did different this week is instead of like some days where I'd have half a pot of my 450 grams of yogurt and things like that, and just have half some days. This week, I'd had whole pots. I think nearly every day. So I basically went into it thinking I don't want to have another week where I lose £3. If I maintain this week for any reason, because I'd had a little bit more, I thought I'm just going to have a break week where, you know, if I don't lose much this week, then I will be completely happy with that. I said, because the last few weeks I'd lost, and then I thought £3 and £3, even though it wasn't planned for the last 2 weeks, even though life has been happening. And I wasn't really concentrating on it, but still eating all of my meals and everything.
Yeah.
If it was a maintain, or if that happened, I would be completely happy with it.
Yeah.
And I got weighed in today, and I actually did maintain this week.
So
exactly the same as last week. So
last week you were 14.8. This week you're 14.8, which means it's still 14 stone, 13 pounds in total your weight loss. So you absolutely get the clap, my darling. You wanted to slow down your weight loss this week. You made a conscious choice to do that, and you absolutely. And
that was just for, like I say,
your weekly
everything else that I normally eat, I just had a whole pot of yogurt instead of just having a couple of days or so. I have half.
Yeah.
So instead of that, I had a whole pot. So that's obviously.
And you've been up to your. You said normally you're on about 10 Swipses, and you've been a little bit higher than that. Within your 15.
Bit, but under my 15.
Yeah, under your 15. You've been within your allowance.
I think,
but
a couple of
higher.
days. I think a couple of days I was very close to 15. But yeah, like I say, you do have weeks where, you know, you really concentrate and really sort of focus on everything you're doing, and you have weeks where it's a little bit, you know, you're a bit easier on yourself and not so focused, but still just doing the plan as intended. But just I was just like, I'm completely fine with that.
Yeah. Exactly. Right. And it's a bit like Jane. Jane, if you don't know, when we refer to Jane, it's Jane Day. Have a look at her channel. We call her the Empress because she has been doing Slimming World and YouTube combined for a long time. She's one of the loveliest, kindest people we know, and is incredibly wise. And her goal each week is £0.5. No, each month is £0.5, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which allows her to eat all of the food that she likes, have all of the swips that she's allowed, enjoy herself, enjoy her food, and maintain and manage her weight in a healthy way.
That's it.
And she comes in normally around that £0.5 or £1.5 at most, and then she's like, "Ooh, a bit much." But she's very happily like maintaining her weight as she chooses to. And with you, my darling,
that's what you need to. Sometimes what you have to do, just sometimes slow things down a little bit. If you don't want to go full steam ahead and just lose loads of weight and as well, if you are someone that's got a long journey and you have big losses most weeks, and just like limit how much you're eating, and that's all good and well. So, but then your skin can't catch up with you as well, which is not. I don't want to, you know, go, "Oh, I've lost a stone in a month." because I don't need to now.
No,
I don't
and
need to lose it
also
that fast.
the after effect of that would be a lot more
Oh yeah,
looser skin.
You know, because I say my skin has kind of caught up on me a little bit.
A little bit.
But
it's
if you
doing
lose weight too quick, that's what happens.
Yeah. And it's one of those conscious decisions that you've made, isn't it? Just to slow things down a little bit at the moment, and especially with all of the travelling and backwards and forwards, to just kind of. When you said you're having a break, it's not a break off plan, BREAK.
Oh no, eating
put the
everything
brake
on plan, but
as in
just to
driving the car brake.
But yeah, just to, like I say, I'd had full pots of yogurt, so I write everything down anyway. And I could tell, like, from my previous weeks where I'd had, you know, a big pot and maybe 4 days I'd only had half a pot of yogurt, and then the other 3 I'd had a full pot of yogurt. Little things like that can get you those losses. And then one day we had 2 fibre choices. And like I say, I'd had a lot more of my swips this week than other weeks. So obviously...
Yeah, because we tend to go for that 5 to 10 that Slimming World now recommend, and live quite happily within that allowance, within that bubble. But you were in your 15, you were at that higher end.
That's it, yeah. So I thought, you know, just change things a little bit and just slow things down a bit. And
Dormouse says, can I ask Rufus, do you feel that Mounjaro is having an impact on your loss, or on reflection? Do you think Slimming World on its own would be having the same result?
It does, being on Mounjaro does stop me. Like, we had dinner yesterday and we hadn't had pasta for quite a while, so we had like a bolognese, like with chicken mince. I had that, but even though it didn't look like a massive amount, I still got to most of my meal and then went, oh, actually, I can't eat the last bit of that, so I won't eat it. And that's what Mounjaro does for you. It just,
for you, that's what it does for you.
It says, oh no, my belly's full now, I can't eat anymore. And a really sort of strong feeling of being over full. And I'm like, okay, well, that's obviously a sign, means don't eat anymore. But Eddie said, don't worry. He said the pasta was lovely. He liked it.
Our Staffy boy.
Yeah. But yeah, that's really what the change it does make me eat a little bit less, but then it does slow down your digestion as well.
But it's also, I think it has helped in that 3 a.m. 4 a.m. snacking.
Oh yeah, I don't snack very often now.
So you'll get up and go for a wee in the night, but you'll come back into bed.
Yeah,
you won't.
I
used
to get up and go and have maybe like half a pack of seafood sticks or something like that from the fridge. Or
it used to be, I'll be like half asleep and you go, oh, okay, he's in the loo, and I'll be like that.
And then I wandered off to the kitchen fridge.
Now the hallway door's gone. Oh, he's gone into the fridge.
I don't do that very often.
Occasionally, you'd also hear this beep, beep, beep from the microwave, and I'd be like, oh, he's having a nibble of something.
But I don't often do that anymore. No. Very rarely.
No, that's probably, for me, that's the biggest thing that I've noticed with you since being on it.
Yeah, I don't snack very often. But like I say, every day, you were like, oh, sometimes it's like if we're doing chicken bake, you know, hunter's chicken or whatever, when I make those, you were like, oh, am I going to have 2 of them? I go, well, actually, no. I will have 1 piece of chicken breast, because I then save my later snack, which is also a protein, is my hummus that I have every day now.
Which you really enjoy.
So if I think about how much protein I have every day, I then sort of have to work out what I'm going to have. And if I'm having, you know, if I'm not going to have hummus that day for any reason, I can have a little bit more protein or something else. But if not, like I say, I'm quite happy eating my hummus every day with my carrot sticks and bits of celery and stuff.
Like me and my apples. I love my apples.
Yeah. So I have that as if it was, like I say, if it was my lunch, but I don't have it until late evening when I would normally go looking for food.
And I must say, I eat apples like other people would eat a box of chocolates.
Yeah, pretty much.
I cut them up into little bits, put them in a little bowl, and I enjoy them as I'm doing other things, or as I'm watching or building Lego or watching YouTube or editing something, or writing character breakdowns for Brickhampton. All of that, I will sit there and just happily munch my apples bit by bit.
But do just go in the kitchen, get your apple, and then use the corer and just core it, and then just slice it. Just
No, because I don't. With the
cut it straight in
corer,
half, yeah.
I have never been able to tell where the core is enough. I always, if I use an apple corer, there'll be half the core left in, and I'll have gone in at an angle, or I'll go in perfectly straight, and the core does this.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean? So I don't use an apple corer like that. I just chop it in half, chop it in quarters.
I use it when I do
and then slice.
do the baked apples.
Yeah. So then, Belinda says you love Jane's channel. You watch her every week, as do we. Everybody should watch everybody every week. No, but Jane is an awesome channel to watch. She's very, very inspirational. She's the reason we've been looking at going back to the gym. We would have been there already. That the plan was for February, end of February, that we were starting in March to go to the gym, and then I obviously had an eye bleed, and your mum got poorly, and then everything else. So we're a couple of months behind our planned gym going, but we'll get there. S Brown Susie also loves watching Jane. See, Jane, you've got a lot of love on the channel, a lot of love. Belinda says, well done with this week's results. Thank you very much. It's so interesting how GLP-1s work similarly but equally differently with everyone. Yeah, absolutely is.
But I said they did make me realise, when times when I would just be, because it slows down your body, your system processing food. So in doing that, it slows down the amount of things you can sit and eat. Before, I could sit in the evening and have a big bowl of watermelon, have any other of my snacks and things, and still not feel that full up. Whereas now I can sit and eat a bowl of, I used to have a big bowl of fruit, and now I just have like probably half of that, if that.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes that's it. That's more than enough for me now. I don't feel like I need to eat loads and loads of food, but I still am able to still eat all of my food pretty much.
Yeah.
All of that I normally have.
I find it really fascinating because since they put me on Manjaro, which is however long ago it was now, I've not had any of those symptoms at all with any of it. I've never had a loss of food noise, or the thing that did food noise for us was the intermittent fasting. Once I got my head around that, and once that kicked in, not having that sugar rush up and down, where as a diabetic my body will automatically try and transfer any carbs to sugar if it's not in the a small amount range. And so for me, I've never had that, I'm overly full now, or I'm this or I'm that. That's never been a thing for me. It's never been. Other people talk about, I had what was it? I had a burger. I mean, to be fair, I've not had a burger, so it could be. I could go to McDonald's or Burger King or Wendy's or somewhere, have a burger and feel very poorly afterwards. I don't know. I've not done it. I don't intend doing it just to put it to the test. You know what I mean? No. But all of the stuff that you found that it does.
Oh yeah. Baffled you, didn't it?
Yeah, I'm like, really? No, really? Already? No idea. And the only thing it's done for me is control my blood sugars.
Yeah.
More so than any of the other tablets or anything I've ever been on, without making me feel nauseous all the time. Because even at the end, even the glycoside was starting to... I wasn't handling that too well. But the rest of the diabetic meds for me, they weren't getting my sugars under control, even though I was on Slimming World and having a no added sugar diet. But they weren't working in terms of that, and most of them were actually making me feel nauseous, like travel sick and stuff as side effects. So luckily,
obviously it's different for everyone. I said, but I think a lot of people that do go on it just for weight loss, like I say, because it slows down your body processing. It's like processing the food. It slows down the amount you can consume at any time, and that's what gets people the weight losses.
But also, you haven't, you're not on 10, 15 milligram or whatever it is. You're still on the minimal dose. And that, I think, for you, that's enough to get the result that you want, which is that 4 a.m. snack windows open. Do you know
because
what I mean?
I eat my food within a sort of within 4 hours or so. So I would eat my my fruit, my yogurt, then my carrot sticks and celery and my hummus, and then whatever choice I was going to have for my fibre choice, whether it be a baked apple or whatever, and then I'll have that, and then go to sleep after I have all of that. But it's all like late, very late in the day. But those are all the times where I'd be searching for food at night and sort of just food, and be thinking of nothing else. And now I don't really think about it. I've got all my things on plan.
Before you chose the jab, before that, you would still have all of that food.
Yeah.
But then a couple of hours after falling asleep, when you wake up, you'd go, "Oh, I'm awake now, going for a wee,"
and go in the kitchen.
And then now I've gone in the kitchen. Whereas now you go,
"Oh, no,
gone for a wee," and straight in.
Yeah,
and it's that has been the biggest change for you since on the Manjaro.
Yeah.
Right then, Joe Lum, you come in from your group on a Saturday and watch Jane. It's your new routine. Yeah. Fabulous. So do we. We tend to watch together. So if I know you'll be back up on a Sunday, I won't watch. I'll wait until you're up.
Yeah.
Or last week, I think it was the Monday or whatever day you came back. I hadn't watched it for a couple of days, and I was like, I'm really missing my Jane fix. I need my Jane fix. I was jonesing for a Jane.
I know.
Sounds weird. Dormouse, you're too lazy to core an apple. You just munch the core. Oh no! Die! Oh, that put my teeth right on edge.
Just munch the core.
You munch the core. I don't know why. That's given me a completely visceral reaction.
I know
my jaw and everything is all going. Ah!
You'll be growing yourself an apple tree.
That's what they used to say, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You've swallowed an apple seed. You'll have an apple tree growing in your stomach. Sorry, you munch the core as well, but apples aren't your favourite fruit to have. You're a lazy fruit eater. Berries is your go-to, as there's no prep required. I know, just give them a rinse and eat them.
I think that's a lower sugar choices, so berries are really good.
Oh, got itchy nose. Kimberly's back at the gym too. Makes you feel better and less tired. I'm not there yet, working on it. You find a sliced apple tastes so much better than eating a whole one, Belinda. Yeah, absolutely. Dormouse managed to walk down by the marina today. It was lovely and really gave me a boost, along with overnight sitting doing an art meditation. I like my art meditations when I do them late at night as well. My art meditations come in the form of little plastic bricks. The little plastic interlocking building system. Yeah, that is my meditation. Yes. I find it really amazing. And for those of you that are following my Brickhampton journey, Brickhampton now has a Facebook page. Pictures of the town as the buildings are being built are going up on there. As they're being created, they're going up on there. I've now got photos of my key cast and their wardrobe, their main wardrobe and their backup wardrobe, as if it's a film set. So that is all sorted out. So that is moving forward. I've got my key cast locked in for series 1, 2 and 3 even. I know where we're going. The story arcs are all in place. So now, this weekend, or this week rather, when you're away, the act of starting to write proper scripts comes in, and weaving together the multiple story arcs and how one will affect the other and all of that. That's where I'm at. Characters are sorted, buildings are sorted, layout is sorted, lore is sorted.
You're sorted.
Now we start with the more fun bits, which is the editing and the writing. So that's coming. Grumpy now what? Hang on. Grumpy now, his GLP-1 up to treatment for his what? Hang on. Right, okay. Rufus.
Yeah.
Dormouse says Grumpy.
Yeah.
Basically, his GLP-1s are now up to the treatment dose for his diabetes, and it's beginning to have an increased side effects, but the volume he eats has reduced, but he still wants to graze. I think that's what that makes sense.
I don't ever go, oh, I really can't eat anymore as I'm going to be poorly sick.
No.
So the dose I'm on, I can still eat all my meals. I don't have a problem with finishing my meals. And I think it's when people, are on slightly high doses and then they go, oh, the suppression is like really bad and I just can't eat anything properly.
So, do you think the volume of food I eat has reduced since being on the jabs for diabetes?
It's reduced because often I will say, oh, that's too much of a portion for me. So we tend to try and stick for the same size portions. But before, because of me saying before that I couldn't, you know, if I think, oh, that looks like too much, if the more that's on my plate, I will try and finish it. So we downsized our meals quite a bit. And now, because we got the same, okay, it's a bit like saying sometimes, like maybe yesterday you might put a tiny bit more pasta on yours, or occasionally, but in general, we eat less than what we used to.
Yeah, okay. Maybe. I don't think I have done, but anyway, Belinda, you fast. Best thing you've ever done. You don't get cravings or food noise. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Same with me, my darling. It is more than anything else. The intermittent fasting has been the best thing to remove that food noise and to help my sugar cravings, my crashes, all of that are 100% better because of intermittent fasting, or intermittent fasting as we say, but intermittent fasting.
But as well, I think what used to get me, even like early days when we were on plan and we would eat during the day, it would be, oh right, what we having for breakfast as soon as you're awake? What we having for lunch? What we having for our dinner? What we gonna have for what we having for a snack?
Yeah.
What we having now for our fibre choice? What we having today? And it would be just food, talking about food all day during the day. And now I don't have to think about that now. I take, you know, because I've already planned what we're having for dinner and what I'll be having for my choice later, if it's a baked apple or whatever I'm going to have. Most of what I have is normally planned out already, so I'm not thinking about food during the day.
Yeah.
I don't think about it.
Belinda says it works well for you alongside Slimming World. And Jane's asking, how many hours do we fast? Well, for us, because of my medication, because of the diabetes, because of everything else, I try and have
a banana.
So we've got the fun size bananas, you know, the ones that the kids have.
Yeah.
Those are the ones I get, and I normally share it with Elvie, our oldest staffy. So she normally has about a third. So I have 2/3 of a fun size banana with my coffee and my tablets.
And your pills, yeah.
Because some of my tablets, they say, oh, have this with a meal. I'm not going to eat a full meal at breakfast time. I've never done it, but I have my banana, like 2/3 of a banana.
Yeah.
And my coffee, and then I won't eat anything until normally it's about, I'll put it this way, it's now 8:30 nearly. We've not eaten anything since.
After this,
we're going to go, probably it'll be about 9 o'clock tonight where we'll have dinner, because we're going to do pizza, which is a quick one.
But
tonight.
yeah, like I say, your body does adjust to it. So like your first week on Slimming World, you will, you know, your body's like, oh, what's happening? This is what we're doing, right?
Yeah.
And your body will grumble a little bit possibly for the first week, but after a couple of weeks or so, your body adjusts. And it's exactly the same when you do the fasting.
Yeah.
That your body does adjust to it, and then you find that all the times during that part of the busy bit of the day where we're not focusing on food, your body gets used to that pattern that you're doing then.
I'll put it this way, it's now 8:30. I'm not feeling any hunger pains. I'm not feeling anything. I normally about 9 o'clock, my body will go, oh, I'm starting to feel a bit peckish now. It must be getting near to dinner time. Yeah. And that's kind of because my body's now, I know, trained. I just said it's not, but yeah, it's normally about that point where I'm like, right, okay, it's time to have something to eat then. And so for me, normally if we, as long as we don't eat after 11, like to open our fast, as long as we have our dinner roughly between 8:30, 9:30, that hour is fine for me, because then we'll eat dinner, normally takes a good half hour. An hour or two later we'll have our supper, and for me, I eat my supper in one go, pretty much all of it. So my fruit bowl, tonight we've got the blancmange pudding, so fruit bowl, my pudding and my yogurt, I'll eat pretty much one after the other, not like wolf it down, but I'll eat one, wait a little bit, eat the next one, wait a little bit, and then by about midnight,
that's it then, isn't it?
That's it. So normally 8:30 to midnight is my window or 9:30 to half midnight, within that sort of period. And then once I've eaten that, I might chop up an apple and take an apple to bed with me when I go to bed. But generally speaking, that is my window. My window's open, I eat, I finish my food, window's closed, and then I don't eat anything else until I take my morning tablets, whenever that might be.
And also as well, like, I think for me, it's like if you're eating during the day, I often felt that I felt really sluggish. So the more like you eat, if you have a big meal during the day, and people are like, the earlier part of the day, right, that's when you should have your biggest meal because you're most active at that point during that day. But then I find that if I do that, I feel more sluggish as the day goes on with me eating. And I figure that you're lighter during the day when you're most active doing things. Focus on those things. Your body does adjust to all of this stuff. And then eat when you're resting. And that's what I do. And it's not all of... you probably hear people say in the past, oh, don't eat after 6 o'clock. It'll all turn to fat. You put weight on. And...
14 stone, 13 pounds down by eating at night.
If you eat, it doesn't matter what time of day or night you eat your food, as long as you're eating the correct things and what's on plan, you're going to lose weight.
Yeah.
You know, you might have ups and downs a little bit in your weight, but then everybody does.
I'm not being funny. At this point, since October, we are 17.5 stone down between us.
Yeah. Since
both of us are our biggest, we're probably 23, 24 stone down.
But I also...
between us, that's...
Yeah. And I also feel that I can eat more. I feel like I'm eating more, even though I'm not. It's because there's that bit of the day where I'm not eating. And later on, if you like to go... If in the past you'd ever gone, oh, well, I've got this giant... kebab and chips and something, and then I'm having something else and a pudding and a something. Now I feel like the food I eat now really fills me up, and because I'm eating it in that smaller, you know, window of time, I feel like I feel really pogged out, like I've eaten loads of really good food. I've enjoyed everything I had, and because you're eating it in a smaller time, it's very filling.
Yeah.
So I still feel like, and if you're someone that obviously, you know, had a bad relationship with food and then would have times of that day then when you would, you know, like I used to go in the fridge in the middle of the night and things like that. If you try and tailor what you're eating around all of these things that might trip you up, then that's, you know, whatever works for me might not work for you, and vice versa. So you've just got to put those little things in place where you need them. So if you're a bit like me and would go fridge looking in the middle of the night, then, you know, make sure you have a snack later on, and it doesn't matter if it's later on in the night, you know,
as long as it's an unplanned snack,
and
it's all counted and weighed and all of that malarkey.
And that's it.
Joe Lund says intermittent fasting works for you too. Don't mention it in group because your leader doesn't agree with it. You fast from 7 p.m. ish till about 11 a.m. Belinda, you also fast. She says absolutely agree, Rufus. Takes away the focus of food all the time. You don't eat till about 10:30 a.m. and then you don't eat after 5. Dormouse, Joe Lund, that's pretty much like myself. I've done it for so many years, and then all the information started to come out about intermittent fasting and the benefits. She says Tuesday nights are different as Grumpy not home till around 11, so we'll eat then and likely next eat tomorrow between midday and 7 p.m.
Well, back in the old days, like, people would have to cook all their own dinners from scratch. You don't have all this processed stuff anymore.
No, but not only that, way back in the day, people worked a lot later hours. There wasn't such a thing as leisure time. So you would eat at breakfast before you went to work at stupid o'clock in the morning.
And also,
you might grab something very small for lunch to keep you going.
But
and then you'd eat when you got home, if you were lucky.
But also, like they would say about, you know, making sure you eat all your food by this time, because a lot of shops used to shut early. They never used to be open as long.
Belinda says, since doing it that way, you haven't had any acid reflux and you've been fasting for 2 years now. It can, for some people, it works really well. For us, it works really well. Dormouse, you love that phrase, pogged out.
Yeah.
I know, right? It is. We are proper pogged.
Yeah.
Sometimes. Acid reflux has gone for you as well, Joe.
Yeah.
But you think it's the Slimming World plan as well.
Yeah.
Quite possibly.
Yeah.
So then, Rufus, your plan, your goal for this week. What is your goal, weight loss goal for this week coming?
£2, I think, this week.
You're upping it big time now.
Yeah. So I've had a pause week, and then I'm gonna just be a bit more mindful about what I do eat this week. And just aim for like £2. Yeah.
I as always, I'm going to say £2 because it's the standard thing I've always said. But if I come in with £1 or £1.50 off, I'll be happy. If I come in with £5 off, I'll be happy. My body just does what it does. So as long as I am on plan, that is what I will be happy with.
Yeah.
If I have another week fully on plan where I'm able to food optimize, enjoy the food I eat the food I enjoy, have a really good, filling, nutritious, nutrient dense food and range of food, I will be very happy to come in with whatever the scales will show me. Because as you all know, I could be 100% on plan and have a whopping gain, and I could be 100% on plan and have a loss.
Yeah.
My body's very strange. So my goal, as always, stick to the plan. The plan works if you stick to it. You can do it if you just stick to it. All of that. And at the end of the day, if I come in with a minus on the scales on Tuesday, I'll be very, very happy. And but secretly, I always say 2 because I want to. If I can get 2,
Jane
I'll
says,
be
if you
ecstatic.
if you just stick to the plan works.
Exactly.
And then the weight loss will chase you.
Yeah. A message from the Empress. Jane says, thank you. I'm really grateful that people take the time to watch my channel. We love your channel, Jane. So many people get so much from your support and your wisdom, your knowledge. It is bonkers. So thank you for what you do, my darling. S. Brown Susie says, I have to have 3 meals a day as type 2 diabetic on insulin. I'm a type 2 diabetic, and 3 meals didn't work for me at all. It really made me crash in between. I was having all sorts of issues, but I wasn't on insulin at all. So that is a big insulin is the big difference. I luckily managed to just pull it back from being at that point where it was more than it was more than just metformin, basically. Dormal says, you're now changing your £0.5 goal to just being consistent. Be mindful about eating and remember to put yourself as a priority with all that is going on currently. This 100% 100% Dormouse. You need to prioritize Dormouse. Number 1, Dormouse. Number 2, every bugger else. But you need to be able to, as they say, you can't pour from an empty jug. You need to be able to put yourself first and have yourself be as healthy and as capable and as well as you can possibly be, because especially when other people are relying on you, it's even more important. But for your own benefit, you need to put Dormouse number 1. And if you come in with a weight loss goal, fantastic.
That's it.
As long as you are eating healthily, and as we talked about before, those days where you can't physically eat, have something, even if it is those meal replacement shakes. Do that. Make sure that your body, again, it will take time to adjust to that new way of eating for you. But you will absolutely, by putting yourself forward, you will absolutely feel those benefits, and also have more energy and more to give to other people. So just good on you, Dormouse. I hope you have a really, really good week. Kimberly says that's a good option, Dormouse. It absolutely is. And to be fair, I think this is advice that we all need to take. We all need to put our own needs a lot higher than we tend to, because quite frankly, I know a lot of us are people pleasers. We try and help other people. My family motto was, always try and do a good thing. No, what was it? Don't do a bad turn if you can do a good one. Don't do a bad don't do a bad favour if you can do. No, there's something around that. It's an old wives' saying, but you know what I mean. That's going to really bug me now because I was like, oh, it's a traditional saying that Mum used to say, and I can't remember it exactly, and it's going to really annoy me. And as soon as we stop the live stream, it'll go in my head.
You'll probably remember it.
It will do, yeah. The minute that we go off the live, I go, oh, why do a bad thing when you can do a good one instead? It's something like that. You know what I'm trying to say. Anyway, we'll be back on Wednesday, the two of us, not tomorrow, week after. And I will be here on Sunday at 3 p.m. So if you need a bit of a reset, a bit of a kick up the bum, you'll have to make do with my... These aren't Steelies, are they? But my orthotic shoes on Sunday rather than his Steelies.
Well, I'll probably be on... If I'm not back by then, I'll probably, like I say, be online.
In the chat,
I'll probably be in the chat.
And if I need to, I'll get me Doc Martens out. They're good kickers. So if you need to kick up the bum, do you know what I mean? We can sort you out. Yeah, he's you can't see it, but he's doing little kicks up bums here.
Yeah.
So there you go, everyone. We'll see you very, very soon. And as I always say, be happy, be healthy, be authentic.
And we'll see you next time.
We will do. And I did it the other way around. Don't forget, when it comes to maintaining a healthy lifestyle, when it comes to weight loss, when it comes to being well, you can do it
if you just stick to it.
You absolutely can. We will see you sometime very soon. Take care, everyone. We'll see you soon.